What's going on, Less Lethal community? Today I want to take a minute out here in the hot, muggy, humid Tennessee weather and talk to you guys about something that I've noticed when it comes to the Grimberg Carry. Now, before I get into it, I want to be absolutely clear. I'm not making these videos as of late to bash Grimberg as a company. I'm not making these videos to bash the Grimberg Carry. In fact, I think it's a great product if I'm not comparing it to anything else. The Grimberg Carry is exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's a small, compact, less lethal launcher that I can use in many different scenarios for myself personally very, very well. And so with that all being said, I want to be absolutely clear because I think a lot of people are misreading me. Yes, I'm exposing some of the quote unquote problems or things that I might not really agree with or don't like about the launcher in itself, but that doesn't mean I'm out here bashing Grimberg and or the Carry at all. I'm just a dude out here giving you guys my 2 cents, giving you guys some food for thought so that you guys can make more educated decisions when it comes to your less lethal launcher purchases, right? Anyway, with that being said, before we get into it, guys, if you guys would also do me a huge favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I am trying to grow the channel, and I can only do that with your guys' support. So if you guys would help an old man out. With that being said, I want to talk to you guys today about, again, the Grimberg Carry and the one topic that a lot of people are not talking about, whether they maybe might not know about it and or maybe haven't experienced it yet, and or maybe they're just completely ignoring it because, this is YouTube, this is the interwebs, and we are trying to regain or gain and retain, I should say, followers. And so you don't want to ever highlight the negatives, right? You always want to kind of highlight the positives, and hopefully you get momentum with your content. Not me. I honestly, yes, I am trying to grow things, but I also want to make people very much aware of some of the issues that might be out there, because I don't want people to make purchases based on what they've seen on the interwebs, maybe one of my videos or somebody else, and be disappointed after a week, after a month of purchasing it, right? These things are expensive. Let's be very, very real. Compared to traditional firearms, these less lethal options that are out there and other air-powered weaponry like PCP air rifles and whatnot, the cost to entry is pretty high. I could buy, with this, I could buy probably 2 decent handguns for the price of one Grimberg Carry. It's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive. And that's not just a Grimberg thing. That's across the board. These things can get pretty expensive. Now, I will say the S2, I'm getting up kind of off track and off topic here, but the S2 is pretty decently priced. But for the most part, these less lethal launchers are pretty expensive. And so you don't want to be spending all this money and then, like I said, a week from purchasing it or whenever you get it, receive it and then be like, oh man, I didn't think about this, or I don't like that about this. I wish somebody would have said something. And so today I want to talk to you guys about something super, super simple. And I promise I'll just get to it because I know I've been rambling a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about these CO2s, right? These are the 12-gram CO2s. And look, Grimberg, look, everybody. I actually do have the bottom rubber cap so I can actually twist and grip it better. Maybe that'll help. I'm still looking to make that video about puncture time and whatnot. But anyway, these are the 12-gram CO2s that were given to me or shipped with the launcher from Grimberg. These are the threaded 12-gram CO2s that the Carry uses, right? It's not like the other launchers that are out there on the market, right? They're not the non-threaded CO2s that are very easy to come by. These threaded CO2s are very hard to come by. Go look it up. Look it up on wherever you live and whatever merchant platform you like to buy things on. Maybe it's Amazon, maybe it's eBay, maybe it's Home Depot or whatever hardware store that you're at. Maybe it's a scuba store that you like to go to, or maybe it's your favorite paintball store. Go look up 8-gram CO2s, 12-gram CO2s, and 16-gram CO2s that are threaded. The ones that you're going to find the most of are these 16-gram CO2s. You see how much bigger these are? These are the 12 grams. These are the 16-gram CO2s. They're both threaded here. Excuse me. And supposedly, the threading size is the same. So it'll match The carry can take an 8, a 12, and a 16. Matter of fact, when they originally started allowing people to purchase these and place orders, they were marketing it, and it said in its manual that it could take the 8 gram, the 12 gram, and the 16 gram CO2s, no problem. Now, thanks to Less Lethal for Dummies, he recently put out a great video today talking about the carry and giving everybody his 2 cents, which I thought, again, great video. But he brought up a great point, right? I had my issues in the past. I was using these 16 gram ones because, again, these are the ones that I could readily find for a good price. And per the instruction manual, when I got my carry, this was not supposed to be an issue. Well, apparently, according to Less Lethal for Dummies channel, this is coming straight from Kirk, or the Grimberg company itself spokesperson, they think that the 16 gram CO2s are the things, or is what's making a lot of people have issues with their launcher, right? So I had my issues. I shared it. I was using a 16 gram. A lot of people were saying I was over tightening it, but I don't think I was, to be very honest with you guys. I was tightening it until the leak of the CO2 disappeared, right? So like, anyway, that's, again, if you guys want to see that, go check out my channel. It's somewhere down there where I was showing you guys my first impressions of using the carry, and all that wild stuff happened. Again, was using a 16 gram CO2, and I had issues. Well, I sent it back, and Grimberg, you know, granted, I also didn't ask, but I did call, was on the phone with their customer service. They do have great customer service, very pleasant, very polite. I actually got my launcher back really quickly, but nobody ever told me what the problem was. Like, they just said, oh, we think we know what it is. If you want, you can send it back to us. We'll fix it, and we'll send it back to you. It cost me $16 to send it back to them, even though, like, you know, I just had got it. So I thought that was kind of crappy, but I'm nitpicking. Again, I'm not making this to like bash Grimberg or nothing like that, but I will say the lack of communication, or proactive communication, I think is a big issue on why they've been dealing with a lot of the maybe negative reviews and or what's happened thus far with the carry. Now, again, I'm not trying to make these videos to bash Grimberg. Again, like I said, I actually think this product is pretty cool for what it does and for what it is on its own, right? Like, if I'm not comparing it to anything else. Do I think that the twist to puncture feature is ideal? No. Oh, look at that. You hear that thunder? It's gonna storm again, guys. But it might be because the size that was said to be acceptable is, again, the issue, like Less Lethal for Dummies said on his channel, right? So I was like, I was watching it this morning, and I was like, wait a minute. Why didn't they ever tell me that was maybe it? Like, you know, I said it in my videos. I even sent them my video link and stuff like that. You know, they never once said, oh, maybe it's the CO2 size. Maybe you shouldn't be using, and maybe it was our fault for telling you guys can use a 16 gram CO2. Here's the other thing, right? Here's the bigger thing, is it's really hard to find 8 gram CO2s, which they recommend. The 8 gram CO2s that are threaded are very hard to come by. So while this only takes threaded CO2s, unlike the other launchers out there that are just straight naked nipple CO2s, right? I don't know what you actually call them, non-threaded CO2s, which you can find these anywhere. You can find these anywhere. Very cheap, really easy, anywhere, Walmart, wherever you can find these, right? And this is what all the other launchers take, for the majority of them. The threaded ones that the carry demands or can only take is very hard to come by. And the only ones you can really come by, I'm using Amazon as the example, are the bigger 16 gram CO2s, which apparently is the thing causing the issue for this launcher. You can't even find 12 gram CO2s on Amazon or other quick shipping platforms that are out there. Nonetheless, an 8 gram one, that's almost damn near impossible, right? And there's many reasons for this. It's just not in high demand. The only things that really use 8 gram or 12 gram threaded CO2s are things like wine dispensers or specialty products like these less than lethal launchers or air guns. And so companies aren't mass producing them or making them readily available and or cost effective to purchase, right? Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. Find out how easy it is to actually buy a bunch of these. It's hard. It's hard. So again, I don't know. I'm just taking their word for it because it was on Less Lethal for Dummies and his YouTube channel. But if the 16 gram CO2s is the thing that they're not recommending anymore for this launcher, that sucks. Because I bought it, well, a lot of people will buy it thinking, or may have bought it thinking that, oh, I can use these 16 gram CO2s because that's what they're saying is acceptable. It's not. It's not. It's absolutely not. And so I was kind of bummed out after I was like, what? It was a great video. Again, I think if you guys haven't followed Less Lethal for Dummies, definitely do so. And anybody else that's putting out less lethal content, I think you guys should probably follow them because everybody has their takes, right? And everybody has great bits of information. It's just on how you want to use what you want to purchase and how you digest that content and information. But all of them I think are great, guys. You guys should follow them. Drop them all a like and subscribe. But yeah, just something to think about, guys. It's not as easy as you guys think to purchase these threaded CO2s. And if the 16 gram CO2s that you can come by right now pretty easily compared to the 12 gram and the 8 gram are the things that are giving the carry an issue and not recommended be used anymore, that sucks. That kind of sucks, right? I would love to have somebody from Grimberg comment or put out themselves proactively, what's going on, because there's going to be a lot of people that might get upset or I'm not really upset, it is what it is, but it's just kind of like, I wish that proactiveness would have happened. But anyway, I'm kind of ranting right now, guys. I rant a lot. I'm not very organized like some of the other content creators that are out there. Help a brother out still. In any case, like the video, subscribe, guys. Consider it, right? Something to consider. The other less lethal launchers that are out there, you can get these CO2s easy peasy anywhere, right? These threaded CO2s, kind of hard to come by and a lot more expensive in comparison to its cousin. So something to think about, guys. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are all doing well. Stay cool. Peace.